Hey everybody, welcome back. Just thought I'd bring you into this experience of mine. I bought this dragon fruit a couple of days ago. Actually, it looks a little old. I probably should have eaten it the day I got it, but I really had a lot to eat in the last few days, and I'd never got around to eating this. But it's starting to look a little bit worse for wear. Hopefully the inside is still good. It's a really interesting fruit. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it. This is going to be my first time. I am a very picky eater, so I'm really concerned about this. Trying new things is not necessarily me, but I thought I would invite you in as I try to see if I like this or not. I also bought this because I wanted to try to grow the seeds. They produce a really interesting cactus. So let's give this a try. Cut it open. Don't think I've ever seen what the inside of a dragon fruit looks like, so... Ooh, that's cool. It's got a really pretty pink outer edge. It's pretty well a white on the inside. I don't know whether this is because it's overripe. Look at all the seeds in here. That's amazing. So I am going to save some of these seeds, and in this video I'm going to plant the seeds, and we'll see how they grow. We'll grow these together. So I'm just going to try this out. That's a big bite. I don't know. Well, there's really not a lot of flavor. Somebody told me to expect that it will probably taste a little bit like a pear. And I think maybe between a pear and getting a starchy aftertaste, so maybe a pear and a raw potato. Let's try another bit here. There's really not a lot of flavor. I wonder, like again, like I said, maybe it's a little overripe. But generally, if things are overripe, they're usually sweeter. So anyway, I'm going to grab some of these seeds out of here, and I'm going to rest them on a paper towel. Let them dry out a little bit. Don't know that I need to let them dry out. Just gonna take out a few more seeds. I don't know, I probably have 30 or 40 seeds here. It's probably get off of my spoon, for goodness sake. It's probably more than enough to get one or two plants out of. I've seen these plants growing, not in the wild, but they're more of a rambling cactus, and they usually kind of grow them over a fence. Very interesting. So I think it's not so much a desert cactus as it is more of a forest cactus. I would say similar growing conditions to, say, a Christmas cactus, where it probably likes a little bit more water, because they do grow quite quickly. So anyway, in the next part of this video, we'll plant these seeds up, and don't know whether you can see them there. Let me just move this over. I got a bunch of seeds here. There's a couple of different methods that people use. One of them is just putting them on a damp paper towel and putting in a Ziploc bag and putting a little air in the Ziploc bag. I might try that, or I might just try planting them directly into the soil. We'll see. I'll think about that as time goes by, and let's see how these things grow. Let's try some more. That little bit was sweeter. That's pretty interesting. Anyway, next step, we'll be planting these seeds. Okay, so we've got we've got my dragon fruit seeds. They've been sitting overnight, just drying out just a little bit. I'm sure you could plant them, like I said, directly in the soil without letting them dry out. I'm going to do two different methods here. I'm going to just pot them right up in a regular cactus mix with a little bit of a horticultural sand on the top, just a little sprinkling. Again, I'm reusing. It's always fantastic to reuse products instead of going and buying new wherever possible. So I've let these dry out on this piece of paper towel. What I'm going to do, I thought I could try to pry these little guys off of here, but I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to cut with scissors. I'm going to do two methods, so I'll need two sections. Alright. I can just tear the rest of this. Certainly make paper towels a lot better than I used to. These are like sheets. They're difficult to tear. They're really soft. Okay. So this one, we'll cut it a little bit smaller. This one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the soil. I don't know whether you can hear that, but there's thunder starting. There's a storm a-brewing outside. So this is fantastic. I can watch the seeds. I know exactly where they are. Got a nice little white backdrop. I'm going to take a little bit of the horticultural sand. Just with my fingers, I'm just going to, it's like brown sugar. Just going to sprinkle a light layer on top here. By light layer, I don't mean an inch, like I just did. Just spread it out. Those seeds are pretty stuck to the paper towel. Just going to tamp it down just a little bit. Make sure there's it's good and firm to the soil. And I'm just going to take a little bit of water, just lightly give it a drink. I'm going to put the lid on here. We'll see how long this takes to grow. I'll grow them on in here until they get to be a good enough size, and then I'll transplant them into individual pots. Okay, so the next method is the damp paper towel in a Ziploc bag method. So what we're going to do, we're just going to take a Ziploc bag, a paper towel. I might have too much paper towel. Only using a small Ziploc bag this time. I usually use big ones. I only have a small amount of seeds, so no need to waste. However, I say that and I'm wasting all this paper towel. Alright. Alright, so now we can put this in here. Blow the bag up just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Not so much that it's sitting in a pool of water, but just enough so that the paper towel is moist. Alright. That looks like it's good enough. Put a little air in the bag so that when the baby seeds start growing, they don't smash their heads. Here we go. Lots of air in there this time. Super. So now we have two different methods here. We'll see which one grows a little bit better. I'm sure that they'll both grow. Fingers crossed that they do. I've been looking forward to growing this type of cactus for quite some time. I want to see how it grows. So anyway, we'll look back at this in a few days and see if anything's starting to germinate. And I'm also going to, I've been doing a lot of seeds lately, I'm going to put a piece of tape on here just to let me know what's in here and when I planted it, so that I have a better idea for my logging purpose. Anyway, we'll be back. So here we are after 7 days. The dragon fruit in the little margarine container have sprouted. They're doing quite well, actually more better than I thought they were going to do. So I've had this lid on. It's been very warm in this room. The heat might have had a factor to play in it as well. And just so you notice, like all of the seeds that we planted have germinated. I don't know what I'm going to do with so many dragon fruits. Yeah, they look really, really healthy. And let's just compare here in this Ziploc bag. They're growing, but here, let's take a look in here. As you can see, the germination has been a little bit more sporadic. There's been a little bit of fungus going on, but mostly it's just they are growing. They're a little smaller, not as far along. I think if I was to do this again, I would most certainly choose the method of planting them directly in the dirt. And because you have to kind of take the fruit off of the seeds, it was the first time that I ever put it on a paper towel to let it dry out and then actually just cut the paper towel into little squares with the seeds stuck to it. I would definitely use that method again, because that way I know exactly where the seeds are going to go and they're kind of stuck to the paper towel. So when I water it, they're not going to fly all over the place. So I will use that method again. I really enjoyed that. It worked better than I thought it was going to. So anyway, these are the dragon fruits. I'll update you as they get bigger, but that probably won't be for a while, because I know with most other cactus, they kind of stay at this stage for a little while. They'll put a little prickly head up, but they stay about an inch tall for a very long time. So I'll keep you posted.